4 pass rate. For more than a decade, these young people worked tirelessly with the support of all stakeholders to bring glory to the land of the founding president of the ANC, Dr. Pixley Ka-Isaga Seme, Dr. John Langalibalele Dube umafukuzelo njengezulu, Inkosi Albert Luthuli, Anthony Muziwakhe Lembede, Umama Victoria Nonyamezelo Mxenge, Umama Jabu Ndlovu, Umama Dorothy Nyembe, Umama Nokuhamba Nyawo, and many other brave men and women who laid their lives on the line so that every South African, irrespective of race, economic status, gender, or background, could have access to their basic human rights to education. Esteemed guests, as we reflect on the past year, we cannot help but characterize 2023 for KwaZulu-Natal as the year of the underdog. The term underdog is not just a label, it embodies the spirit of triumph over adversity. It symbolizes the ability to rise above challenges, to overcome obstacles that may seem insurmountable. And today, as we witness the success of the class of 2023, we see the underdog emerging victorious. This so-called disadvantaged cohort, as some have described the class of 2023, has proven to the whole of South Africa and the world that nothing, not the coronavirus, not inclement weather, nor anything else for that matter, can stand in the way of determined and hard-working individuals. In the face of financial constraints and devastating storms that plagued the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Education in 2023, the commitment and dedication of everyone, from the head of department, Umapoloba, and all the officials to the educators and learners in the classroom, never wavered for even a second. As President Thabo Mbeki once observed, it is during times of adversity that a true character is revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to reaffirm that as the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Education, we remain resilient, tenacious, and unwavering in our pursuit of excellence. Minister Motshekga, the results that we are presenting today are the outcome of the hard work and commitment of both our educators, district teams, and office-based officials to the implementation of the 2023 Provincial Academic Improvement Plan. One of the objectives of our plan was to increase the provincial pass rate from 2022's 83% to a maximum of 100%. This goal was in line with the directive of the KwaZulu-Natal provincial government led by Umama uDube Ncube, which stated that no district should obtain anything less than 85%. This directive served as our compass, and we were determined not only to achieve this target, but also to improve the quality of our results. To ensure improvement in our education outcomes, the head of department implemented accountability sessions for all schools that obtained a 40% pass rate and below in the 2022 NSC examinations. The aim of this program was to eliminate the category performance below 40% in the 2023 National Senior Certificate exams. As part of ensuring that our learners are well equipped for all their assessments, the department also rolled out a number of initiatives to support both learners and educators. All our districts also hosted winter and spring tuition classes across the province, which sought to facilitate effective curriculum coverage and revision. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day of celebration as the province of KwaZulu-Natal salutes the class of 2023 for the historic 86.4 pass rate, with a 3.4 increase from 83% obtained in 2022. Of the 167,247 candidates who sat for the 2023 NSC, 136,366 passed. Angazi noma ngiphindeni kule ndawana. Of the 167,247 candidates who sat for the 2023 NSC examinations, 136,366 passed. Distinguished guests, we are pleased to report that KwaZulu-Natal province continues to contribute the highest number of candidates who sit for and pass the National Senior Certificate examinations in the country. As aligned with the objectives of our academic improvement plan, the number of schools achieving a 100% pass rate saw a notable increase, rising from 214 in 2022 to 246 in 2023. Ngikhuluma ngemphakathi la kuthe makuphuma khona ama results izolo kwajabula wonke umuntu obenengane efunda umatric. Siyabonga bothisha. Our efforts to eliminate the 40% and below category of performance are yielding positive results. Consequently, we successfully reduced the number of schools that performed below 40% from 29 in 2022 to 18 in 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, the results have shown a significant improvement across our 12 districts, with all of them achieving 80% and above. Bazali, ama districts wethu wonke aphasisi ingane above 80%. Ngamanye amazwi kusho ukuthi wonke ama districts wethu asebenze kahle. Could all our district directors please stand and wave as I call out your district? The overall pass percentage per district is as follows. In the first position, we have the Umkhanyakude district. Umkhanyakude district is led by Mr. Mota, which proved the naysayers wrong and demonstrated its true potential by achieving a 90% pass rate. Manje, chair of chairs, uyangikhumbuza ukuthi owasemkhanyakude. Ngiyacela Nkosi yami bangasukuma abasemkhanyakude. KK ningasukumi. Ngiyacela. Nizongonela lo mcimbi omuhle kangaka. Hot on its heels is the Ugu district, led by Mr. Sbiya. Ngiyafuna nilalele kahle. When I started this sentence, I said hot on its heels. Ugu district got 89.5%. They are followed by the Ilembe district led by Mr. Dr. Madondo. With 88.58%. I hope you are noticing that kutatenwe. I hope you are noticing that ihamba kahle lento. Uyabona? Marking an impressive 5.49 increase from 2022. Ilembe has increased by 5.49%. The increase yabo. In the fourth position, we have Zululand, led by Mr. Ndlovu. With an 87.16 pass rate. In addition to maintaining its record of not having a single school achieving less than 40%, the Herigwala district, led by Ms. Ntombela, closed the top 5 with an 87.05 pass rate. In the sixth place, we have the Amajuba district, led by Mr. Nzama, with an 87% pass rate. Oh, washa, washa, washa. Recording the highest increase of 7.5 from 2022's 79.8. Umzinyathi, led by Mr. Keswa, is our most improved. Umzinyathi is our most improved district with an 86.59 pass rate. Our sister districts from eThekwini sit side by side and refuse to be separated. Umlazi, led by Mrs. Mahlambi, takes a position 8 with an 86.1. While Pine Town, led by Mr. Keswa, followed with 85.6. We then have Umgungundlovu district, led by Mr. Babinza, which obtained 85.06. At number 11, it's the King Cetshwayo district, led by Ms. Nzama, with 83.4%. And lastly, with an 82.93 pass rate, is the Utsugela district, which is led by Mrs. Mkwena. Congratulations to all our districts. May we please give them a big round of applause. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our bachelor passes have increased from 61,856 in 2021 to 69,849 in 2022, and further to 72,099 in 2023. Bapasila abantwana baye ma universities. Cela sishaye izandla. Bapasila abantwana. We have improved the quality of our results, thanks to educators, the parents, the learners, and all the stakeholders that are supporting us. Siyabonga. Akekho ongakwenza yedwa, kubo bonke laba engibabalile. Siyadingana sonke. Ne portfolio committee nayo sibuza nje. Lungile. The class of 2023 also recorded the 43,769 diploma passes, while the number of higher certificate decreased from 22,560. In 2022, the 20,435 in 2023. Program Director, allow me to emphasize that our aim as the department is to see fewer and fewer of our candidates exit the system with higher certificates, because we know that bachelor passes place them in a better position to pursue their studies and other opportunities post-matric level. As stated in the 2007 ANC Economic Transformation Policy Discussion document, the most effective weapon our developing nation has against inequality, poverty, and unemployment is education. As stated in 2007 ANC Economic Transformation Policy Discussion document, the most effective weapon our developing nation has against inequality, poverty, and unemployment is education. Ladies and gentlemen, all 10 of our special schools performed at 80% and above, with 5 of them achieving 100%. That is Vulega School for the Deaf in the King Cetshwayo District, Mason Lincoln in Umlazi District, A.M. Mula Space Nova in the Pinetown District, as well as Gwatintwa School for the Deaf and V.A. Naik School for the Deaf, also in the Pinetown Districts. Our schools in correctional services centers, Kalakabusha, Usethubeni, and Sicebangulwazi, all achieved 100% pass rate. To the class of 2023, as we collectively applaud you on this memorable Friday morning, I want to take this opportunity to remind you that your success today is not just about the marks on a piece of paper. It is about the journey you traveled, the challenges you faced, and the determination to overcome them. You have not just passed a test, but you have conquered a trial, and this triumph will stay with you throughout your lives. I also want you to know that your success is not yours alone. It is a triumph for your families, your educators, your communities, and for the legacy of those who fought for education as a fundamental right. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember the lessons learned during this journey, the power of resilience, the strength in unity, and the courageous spirit of the underdog. When you've made a success of your own lives, please go back to your communities and schools to help in lifting others. Remember the words of the mother of Black freedom, Umama Charlotte Motshekga, who once said, I quote, "Kill that spirit of self and do not live above your people. If you can rise, please bring some with you. Do away with fearful jealous. Kill that spirit and love one another as brothers and sisters," unquote. To those who did not get the results that they had hoped for, please do not despair. Your success might be slightly delayed, but it's definitely not denied. The department has a second chance program that provides support to candidates who want to rewrite their subjects. Honorable Premier, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the success of the class of 2023, it is also fitting that today we honor some of our dedicated, creative, and outstanding educators. These educators are our provincial winners of the 2022 National Teaching Awards. As the people of KwaZulu-Natal, we owe them and thousands of our educators across the province a great debt of gratitude for their courage, determination, and unwavering commitment to the delivery of quality education in all our schools. Siyabonga kakhulu bothisha bethu ngokuzinikela kwenu kulomkhakha wokuthuthukisa intsha yethu ngokubahlomisa ngemfundo eseqophelweni eliphezulu. The critical role of educators as the backbone of any successful education system can never be overstated. As educators, your responsibility goes beyond just educating learners. You selflessly take on roles as nurses, trauma, counselors, and social workers when our learners need help. Angikhumbuli kodwa acknowledge the presence of our DSD, MEC uMama Khoza. Ngiyafisa ukubacela nje basukume la bekhona labo thisha bethu, our NTA winners, our National Teacher Awards winners, la bekhona basukume ke sibashayele izandla. Siyabonga. You are also tasked with molding young men and women who will one day lead nations and world organizations. This means our future as mankind is in the hands of educators. Congratulations to all the finalists and winners of the 2023 National Teaching Awards. Mphathi wohlelo Mapholoba, ngithanda ukuthatha leli thuba ngidlulisa ukubonga kakhulu kuwona wonke umuntu obambisene nathi ukuvikela izimpilo zabafundi nothisha bethu kanye nesithunzi sezivivinyo zika 2023. I want to thank His Majesty, the King, who has been a steadfast advocate for education in all his initiatives and for continuously encouraging our youth to strive for academic and lifelong success. A heartfelt gratitude to our Minister of Basic Education, uMama Angie Motshekga. Angazi ukuthi ngithini. Siyabonga, Mama Angie. The Deputy Minister, Dr. Mhaule Engekho, the Honorable Premier, uMama uNomusa Dube-Ncube, and her entire executive. Siyabonga kakhulu siwumnyango wakaZulu-Natal wezemfundo ngeguidance enisinika yona. Siyathobeka kakhulu. My appreciation also goes to the Speaker of the Legislature, Honorable Boyce, and all members of the Legislature for the critical oversight role they play through initiatives such as School Functionality Program. Siyabonga. Special thanks goes to the Honorable Sonjika and the entire Portfolio Committee on Education for their invaluable guidance and contributions to strengthening our education system. A special acknowledgement goes to the KZN Director General, Dr. Mkhize, for your unwavering support. To the head of the Department of Education, uMapholoba, the top management, and all officials in the department, thank you. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Anginizwa nibashayile izandla. Ngiyabonga. The success of 2023 NSC examination and the overall improvement in our education system would not have been possible without the diligence of district administration, the examination and assessment team, as well as our dedicated school managers. Thank you to all our circuit managers, district directors, and subject advisors. Your efforts have truly made 2023 a year of hope and success. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how good the department's plans and strategies were for the class of 2023, none of them would have been successfully implemented without the educators. Ngiyacela nami ukubashayela izandla thisha. Our educators are the true champions of our education system, who do their best each and every day to ensure that every learner has a fighting chance. A sincere thank you to organize the labor and school governing body formations for their consistent and meaningful contributions to our mission of providing quality education. Ngiyabonga bafowethu. Ngiyabonga bafowethu. Umama Angie, when she's addressing at that level, uyayakhulume ngeSuthu athi into yahona kuyabathu bamoho kodwa kunendlela kubiya ngakhona ukuthi impi yethu kusuke kuyimpi yasekhaya. Eyasekhaya iba khona namhlanje kusasa sesidla sonke. Siyabonga kakhulu. So the ruling part, the African National Congress. Siyabonga kakhulu si Department of Education. Siyabonga, ngicela sishayele izandla. Uma sekume konke. Bayasiza. Babe yila sizobambelela khona ukuze sifike la sifuna ukufika khona. Singekwazi ukuxoxa konke. Kodwa namhlanje uma singeke siubonga umbutho omkhulu. Bantu abami uma singeke siubonga umbutho omkhulu. Sengikhuluma nani ke manje. Onibekezelele wangibekezelela wasibekezelela sonke. Iminyaka ewu13 ngama policies awo sifunda mahala sithola incwadi sithola konke through their policies. Ngiyafisa ukuthi ngikusho ngoba uma sesiphasile sesikanje siyakhohle ukuthi abanye bethu bebeyifikela nje esikoleni bengaphethe lutho kodwa bafike badle bafunde befundiswa uthisha bafundile bese siyaphasa. Ngicela siushayele izandla. Ushilo kukhawundi ukuthi kube bekufeyiliwe engabe kuthiwe hey wazi wabafeyiliso ANC abantwana. Angasukuma ngiphikisayo. Kodwa mabe phasile hayi niyazi thiwani. Niyazi ngithi asibambeni lapho ke siyabonga bothisha. Ngiyabonga nokuthi umbala kayifeylisanga ingane. Siyabonga. Ilanguage esayixoxa leka marking center ukuthi abantu abaqekelele ukuthi we have quality results. Angadluli umuntu okumele angadluli kodwa angasali nokumele angasahli. Siyabonga kakhulu kothisha. Siyabonga kakhulu. To our social partners, the business community, our sponsors, the non-profit organizations and media houses, Your support has been invaluable, and I hope we can continue this collaboration even in 2024. I extend our appreciation to Izinduna and Amakhosi for working alongside us and our educators to ensure that our learners are not deprived of their constitutional right to education. Sibonga kakhulu nakumabandla ezenkolo alokho eqhubeka njalo mfundisi uDube ngokusilekelela ngomkhuleko kuzo zonke inselele esinazo esibhekene nazo ezikoleni zethu. Siyabonga kakhulu, ngicela sishaye izandla sibonge. To the parents and guardians who entrusted us with the vital responsibility of educating their children, your support has been crucial, and we recognize the sacrifices many of you made for the future of these young minds. Sinxusa nabazali babafundi abangatholanga imphumela bebeyifisa ukuba bangadikibali ngoba lisekhona ithuba lokuthi baphinde babhale lezi zifundo zabo. Finally, to my family, most special umzukulu wami Muzano, thank you for your unwavering support and unconditional understanding. Your encouragement has been my pillar of strength. Before I conclude, I want to leave you with the words of the great Olympic swimmer, Michael Phelps, who once said, I quote, "There will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be mistakes, but with hard work, there are no limits," unquote. Let us look to the future with optimism and determination. The class of 2023 has shown us that even in the face of adversity, success is possible. Together, let us continue to strive for excellence and empower the next generation to overcome challenges and reach new heights. Congratulations once again to the remarkable class of 2023. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Thank you.
Big round of applause for the MEC. Siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you very much, MEC, for delivering the report of the class of 2023, which indeed has done us proud as a Department of Education. Siyadlula kwi-program yethu, and we are moving to where we are going to request, it is my honor to request the Minister of Education in the Republic to come ascend the stage and pass a congratulatory message. A round of applause.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Program Director, ngizivakashi nje mina ngizibone programini ngathi awu. Mamu Fraser bengizobonga nje. Ngicongratulate ke kwathiwa uzokhuluma. So mosendaweni abantu ufanele uthobele umthetho ukhulume. So ngokuzithoba okukhulu mangiqale ngibingelele uPremier. Ngiyadumisa mme. Ngibingelele uMayor. Ngibingelele usihlalo nonobhala webutho of the governing party. Being a law teacher, especially the leaders of teacher unions, who really helped us in many ways. And I know there was a special dispensation. Our unions worked very well in this province comparatively with other provinces, and for that we are very grateful. Phinde ngibingelele our governing bodies, our parents, bazali sabingelela, our partners, alliance partners. I see some of the NGOs we work with, esteemed dignitaries. I'm really humbled by the size of the participation here, and also acknowledge members of the media. Sihlalo ke bengizabingelela umalume nabafokazana hlezi nabo ngithi ngangeni lapho ngiyabingelela ke bengithi ngizabingelela isibiyo omuhle kodwa ke let me greet our district directors, because they are really in the cold front of the work that we do. But most important, also acknowledge our students, Osingabola, but also the parents and the caregivers. Chair, as I said, ngizivakashi nje. Kodwa kuthiwe ngikhulume uma kuthiwa chair nonobhala bethu khuluma bazongiceba ekhaya bathi akalaleli uyafika endaweni zabantu ayenza umathanda. So I really do think this function, and I'm happy that there are so many of us here, it's really worth celebrating. That's why I put in ngihloniphile ngathi makuthiwa ngikhulume ngizokhuluma, because ngempela ngiyafuna ukubonga kakhulu le province with the great work that we've done. And it really is a great feat. KZN in less than 5 years, in 2019, they were number 6. 2019. 2023, 2022, they are number 2. It's something big. But it's also something very big for a province of the size of KZN. Because as a province, you carry a lot of the children of this nation. So the big numbers you are carrying these numbers for us. For instance, as the MEC said that KZN presented more than 136,000 learners, to be followed by Gauteng at 109, with a difference of more than 30,000, right? And Gauteng is the most populous province, and you carry this big number. So it is a great feat, the size of the province, but as also the MEC indicated, the quality of the passes that came also from this province. So we're very proud of your achievements, Province Premier and your team, and all the team KZN, and we're very proud and very encouraged by yourself. I know there are a number of challenges that are facing us. The media has been asking me, what are you going to do in KZN? And I just said, I think me. So so I really trust the province and in Tembempela, and you are confirming that you deserve to be trustworthy. Because indeed in the spirit of the ANC, which emphasizes on human capital development, on education and skills, which are very critical in elevating our country's human development index and bolstering productivity across our economy. So our successes in education are very critical. The focus that we have as a governing party in nurturing a workforce that is skilled, that is healthy, that is resilient, and adaptable to a changing, demanding world. We can confidently say not only are we producing results, or educating children as the governing party. I can say in the past 30 years, we've really produced a literate population. Because our kids were at universal access. Abantu bakithi abasasayini nge-X, bayazisayine balibhala igama, asayine nje kahle. You go to the malls, they can interact and transact on their own. Akho umuntu othe uzongisiza mntanami, sebeyabalwa nje bathi ozongisiza siswami ngiboni lutho, ngicacise ukuthi kuhamba njani. We have already produced a very literate nation as a governing party in the past 30 years. Because Stand South Africa confirms that, and its basic education results in 2023, it confirmed that 84% of South Africans are literate. And it didn't come on its own. If we recall, we had a program which was called Karigude, through which we reached more than 4.1 million adults who were illiterate from the past. And that's what has enabled us to have a very literate population. As I indicated yesterday, that even the completion rates of people in education have more than tripled. Those who were born in the 1960s, only 10% of them of Africans completed matric. Those who were born in the 80s, only 30% of them completed 12 years of schooling. And it says in 2021, not even 2023, more than 60% of African children complete 12 years of schooling. It's more than 3 times. We have tripled the number of people with bachelors as the governing party. So indeed, KZN, your contribution in this journey is highly appreciated. Because we have not only succeeded in adding more young people qualifying in key developmental areas, because I have comparative statistics. You have the highest participation rates in MECs nationally. Beating the NDP directives that were given as the sector. So KZN has reached that. This year you were leading, not only in terms of statistics, but you were also leading in technical maths. You have the highest number of distinction in technical maths. You gave us most distinctions as a province, but you also gave us more bachelors as a province. Between you and Gauteng have given the nation more than half of the bachelors and more than half of the distinctions. And I was very excited, Slalo, when I saw this young person singing, because if there's anything also that KZN, even in A-Statfords, KZN gives us, in the music competitions, a run for our money. When we go to music competitions, siyasi KZN, Eastern Cape, Mpumalanga, size ke mhlambe sibhimba bhimbe kodwa siyase yabo le. Kobathathwe yabo le. And I'm glad that you are really recognizing the talent that we are producing in our schools. Your pretty end has come from these teachers. King Charles Shadala, kodwa sikwazi ukubamema thina kwinto zethu ukuthi bazosiculela, and that's what I'm very proud that you did, and really will encourage that we recognize and appreciate the talents that are there in our country. Because if you go to different platforms, I always say to President, le ngane zabantu seziyoculela amakhosi ungakuzibize ziculele nje. Makhona into ezinkulu zika government kuqashwa ama-artists nakhona ubonke people when the teachers awards will know that even the guy was singing Nkosi Sikelel ubonke nje artist uyanyuka enza Nkosi Sikelel uyaperforma nje njengobenza i-national anthem. But you can see what we've produced. So I'm very proud and I'm very grateful. And again, that's one of the things that the province has done. And ngoba ngithe ngikhulume ke Sihlalo nizosola, let me quickly run through the things that nami ngifuna ukuzisho nami phela. Premier, I really want Because we are looking now at ramping up the system. We said we are confident that the system has stabilized. And we can now introduce new changes, because it has stabilized. The things that we could not tamper a lot with the system until we're sure that our people know what to teach, how, and now we're confident that in the past 5 years we're in our 80s, which is a demonstration of a stabilized system. So, Sifundini is like a cool MEC on the ECD function that we have received. You see, when I got it in 2022, I said to officials, let's take it as is. In 2023, I said, let's plan. We have planned. And I was saying that to provinces, look plan I as is manje. We must implement ECD because the returns in ECD are immense. Siyakhala nje sithi masakuma international testing ingane zethu ngeke azikwazi ukufunda nokubhala angeke zikwazi ukufunda mazoqala muva. Because we go to international tests with children who start being stimulated at 9 months. Abethu bafika baqala esikoleni na 7 years. We expect fanje ukuthi umuntu osebaka 6 labs utagijime agijime nayo enamhlula angeke amhlule nje futhi nje okudla abantwana bethu. So it's very important that if we want to go even further, because indeed at 83 was 17% less to get to 100%. Only 17. And to get that 17, we have to ramp up on our foundations. And those foundations will be your ECD. So that MEC social development, abaka kokta, ngibonile comrade, be health, asibambisaneni, because we have to ramp up on ECD to make sure that we can identify learning problems area, we can stimulate them, we can prepare our learners for education, because if we want them to thrive by 10, that they will read for meaning by 10, they have to thrive by 5. So they can't thrive by 10 if they're not thriving by 5. They are not going to thrive. And if you want them to thrive by 15, maths and science, they must thrive by 10. So, now that we're stable, we're getting there. The other one slide, so that I don't take platform next time that the other areas that we are focusing on is our throughput rates. Indeed, we are doing well, because what we monitor also is how many kids repeat grades, how many learners that come into our system finish after the basic education, finish the FET phase. If not, they go to the TVET college. And I have an agreement with Comrade Blade to say we need to synchronize our information, because as much as we say we lose 20% of children, now they had more than 500,000 children in TVET colleges. But we don't want to count them because we don't have proper statistics to say, Jabe 500,000, are they immediately from the system? So we have to be able to account for them. So that Mangtokoni dropout rating it I must be able to do that with a clear statistics. So those are the things we're also looking. We're also pushing very hard on different 3-stream curriculum. So that MEC no premium and kalama budget safuna more. Yanizwa nje ngathi ngahlangana no MEC we finance. Because we have to prepare our children for a changing world. We're one of the few countries in Abazon, by 200 and something. I'm sure about universities. It's a rare system where everything is academic. You go to Germany, only a third of kids go to university. You go to France, university, because they want to go to technical training. So we have to ramp up even in that area to make sure that we don't have this mismatch between skills and education. Abantwana bethu bafunde uthola senzeni ngamo masebeqeda ama degree, because bonke bayenza ama degree and umnotho ufuna ama degree konke. That's why I told the doctor baze berana ama contract ukuthi umuntu pass medicine kodwa kahle uhla ukuthi hayi use entrepreneur wenza construction. Uyabona nje ukuthi ngevele wayofunda ukwakha from the word go. Engaza small cells isikhathi afuna ukuba udoctor bakafuna ukuba udoctor nakucacile. So those are some of the areas that we're looking at, and we'll be visiting a province, but more than anything, if you can support us on the 3-stream curriculum, you help us to monitor your succession rates and throughput rates on skills for the future. But iriki lebo henhle, kya lebo, nyakwazi kulebo, ngiyabonga. Nongibonga kakhulu, and I really want to congratulate the province. Slalo, Premier, Rally lebuhisa, siya tsibrika sizulu jona kitloring. Rally lebuhisa, angay bambi na leyo. Okay, sijabula nani, whatever it will be in Zulu. So we really want to thank you most sincerely for making us proud, for exciting us, and especially because we're a big system. And a contribution from you is huge. If you say young buzu MEC uthi awungiphume number 1 2 uyabi ngithi ayathi ngiyobongisa laba abakhulu wena sizobuya. So no ngiyabonga, thank you very much program director.
Big round of applause. Siyabonga kakhulu ku Minister of Basic Education Rally Buhame. And thank you very much. It means a lot to us. And we all know Wuti, Minister, Uzalo must be, so we shouldn't be surprised when we see that hug. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on with our program, but let me say that it really humbles us to hear the Minister speaking like this about our department, and we want to commit that we'll keep going ahead with our programs. I was practicing walking like someone who came second in the country. But I ended up ditching that step. Somewhere in the middle, I ended up walking like somebody who had come first. And I want to keep it that way because it's prophetic. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, let me take this honor of requesting the leader of government business, who is also MEC for economic development, who is also the chairperson of the African National Congress in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, Honorable Duma, to come and pass some remarks. I won't stand up between him and the Premier. He's going to then invite the Premier to address us. So I won't be standing up. He is going to do the honors of inviting the Premier.
Thank you so much, Program Director, for affording us this opportunity. Once again, siyanibingelela dumelang bahayi siriyahamela ko Zulu Natal. Me Angie riyabuwa ko Zulu Natal mara libuwa sizuthu not sesotho. Riyabuwa hanyala. Thank you so much once again for affording us this opportunity. The Mayor of eThekwini in our midst. We must just start at the end that you've started that process. Thank you for that. Our Premier of the province, Me Nomusa Dube Usiskamkam, Sekbingelela Minister of Basic Education, Mama Motshekga. The MEC was already given a chance. Ms. Mbali Fraser, Humadlaba, members of Provincial Cabinet, Provincial Secretary of our beloved movement, Comrade Bheki Mtolo, Udlangamandla, MPL's presence led by Speaker N. Boyce, Mahubela Sakomgel, Abantwana basendlunkulu in our midst belidwa umntwana Afrika wasonkweni umkhulumeli wesilo indlulamithi yamakhosi. Amakhosi akhona ngaphakathi, members of portfolio committees on education led by uDlangamandla Usonjica, members of parliament, the teacher of our province, Dr. Nonhlanhla Mkhize, showed these all present in our midst, members of school governing bodies, members of the Parents Association, Teachers Organization in particular, SATU, led by Umtombeni, the chair, and Unobhala, Comrade Doli, Kaluza, Siyanibingelela ngomsebenzi omuhle niwenzile, honored guest, members of the media present, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Dumelang Sanbonani. I'm just going to cite first by highlighting what comes from the Lord in the book of Ecclesiastes, Shumael 9, verse 11, citing from the contemporary English version. Here is something else I've learned under the sun. The fastest runner and the greatest heroes don't always win races and battles. Wisdom, intelligence, and skill don't always make you healthy, rich, or popular. We each have our own share of misfortune, but God gives us all the time. From the onset, let me indicate that my intention is not to make a long speech, because today is about Minister Motshekga, who has done a great job, the Premier of our beloved province, MEC Fraser, who's already been highlighting some of the fundamentals. Allow me, Program Director, to congratulate the Minister for Basic Education, Reikhanza Kawena me Angie, ebile mosebetsi wa hao setjhabeng sa South Africa o montle. Ebile wa re go tsasa haholo me. Let us also thank our MEC of Education, Fraser, already Udlaba, for her bold leadership. In you, we see the pedagogist of note. Siyaziqhenya kakhulu ngawe Madlaba. Proceed and pursue with a good work. I wouldn't want to divert the attention because we are racing against time, but indeed, Minister Angie is one of the longest serving ministers of education in South Africa as we speak. And organic has been improving with this result over quite some time. We want to congratulate you on a sterling job that you have done. Indeed, Malibongo igama lamakhosikazi. I would want just to put you on the spot, a brief for what you did. South Africa might not be aware. It is you, Minister, who identified that talent called Panyaza Lesotho in the province of Gauteng. Today is a chairperson, today is a premier. You never fell short, and you were never fearing of surrounding yourself with a strong and a solid team so that you blossom and assist South Africa at large. I'm sure you deserve a huge round of applause for that sterling job. The Minister and MEC have already elaborated on the figures. We wish to pay tribute to the teachers and all categories of staff, head, district offices, and in the school. You have put KZN firmly on the national map. Ladies and gentlemen, as the governing party in this province, our position is that quality education has to be relevant to the needs of provincial economy. The fact that this province recorded the highest number of distinction is a clear demonstration of our collective will to accelerate progress towards achieving a rising quality of life through education. Importantly, we believe that our education should be judged by the extent to which it makes an individual self-sufficient and able to maintain sustainable livelihoods on leaving school, irrespective of the level of attained. I'm sure majority of you inside will remember that not so long ago, in this country, our beloved country, South Africa, there was once a Verwoerd who said there is no need for a black child to be taught in science and English. Anyway, what is their use? Because they are only good to supply their labor. So our task in the history was us to supply the labor. Today, this African National Congress came into power in the new dispensation, felt that even these scientific studies, even this scientific field, you believe and you belong to those categories. This is why these days, KwaZulu-Natal mostly achieve the most distinction in the entire country. We are so proud of that. Program Director, as we celebrate this major milestone, we understand that the quality education depends on the linkage between education and a variety of other social and economic outcomes. In this regard, we appreciate the role of big business, especially those who have partnered with government to improve physical infrastructure such as classrooms and laboratories. The availability of basic services such as water, sanitation, and electricity, including bursaries for needy learners, will go a long way towards supporting the school system. I'm glad as well that, Minister, you are a pedagogist of note as well, your good self. We grew up in our time in the laboratory. When you go during the laboratory time, you'll go, there is nothing. In most of our time, those of you who were in the science block, you'll remember that probably the only thing that you might have, it was spatula, just to measure. It was the glass beaker. Probably some of those chemicals that will be there in some instances, because you'll be told that if you mix potassium and manganese, the end result will be potassium and manganese, even without you testing that. But today, the education system have afforded our kids proper and quality education. It is not by sheer coincidence that some of those things have been achieved. This year we'll continue to work, organize labor, school governing bodies, religious leaders, traditional leaders to elevate education to be a societal issue. I'm sure in particular SATU was relieved when the MEC elevated their role, because almost every day you just have to understand, Program Director, contradictions ought to happen when we are working. Ngeke singaxabani uma sisebenza, kodwa fanele sazi ukuthi at the end the best interest is our kids. Ekufanele sikwazi ukuthi besiwaproducile azokwazi ukuthi enze umehluko for izwe lethu. So siyabonga nangaloko okusebenzisana okusilekelelayo kakhulu okwenza lo hulumeni akwazi ukusebenza. Advocating the learner, educator and parent partnership in order to bridge the gap that exists. In conclusion, Honorable Premier, Collective will identify and remove the key constraint to the provision of quality education. Education is the engine in the economy. No doubt, without quality education, there can be no socio-economic development in this province. Once again, we wish to thank the Minister for sitting aside this time to be with us. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi usinikezele lesikhathi. Indeed, you are one of those. Uma njengathiwa othisha bengafisa ukuthi baxakeke ukuthi bazoyi-explaina kanjani indaba ye-VQ, humility and excellence. Just take the Minister, Angie, noma ngabe ngasekho kwi-department siyofuna ukuthi sikuthathe sikusebenzise as the beacon of hope for our kids. I've been assigned as well just to introduce our Premier of the province. She's the former MEC of this department, Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, a former lead of government business in this province. She has served as the MEC for Finance. She has served as MEC for Qualitative. She has served as a Speaker of eThekwini. They say once an ambassador, always an ambassador. She was once an ambassador. Let us welcome the Premier to the podium, Nomusa Dube Ngube Kham. And I'm sure we are all excited today. We are not lifting any trophy. We are not going to see any of this. We are together working as one. Thank you so much, Program Director.
Siyabonga. Abantu beyinkomishi le bafethu. Inkinga ukuthi abasivezi uma sikhuluma kahle noma siqoqa, basiveza uma sekuvela inkomishi kuphela. Kodwa ke ezangelinye ilanga asibingelele umphathi wohlelo kuwena HOD. Asibingelele ku-Minister Angie Motshekga, sibingelele ku-Deputy Minister, I don't know whether sekafikile yini, sibingelele ku-MEC uDuma Umthombeni, MEC waka-ETIA, who's also the leader of government business, as well as our chairperson of the ruling party, the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal. Sibingelele ku MEC of Education, MEC uFraser,
umama wabantwana bethu singabo lapha namhlanje. Sibingelele MEC Finance, MEC Nkonyeni, MEC Social Development, MEC Khoza, MEC Health, MEC Smelane, MEC Agriculture, MEC Zuma, MEC Human Settlement and Public Works, MEC Nkosi. Siyabingelela ku-Speaker of the Legislature, leading the cohort of the members of the Legislature, KwaZulu-Natal, MEC Boy, Speaker Boyce, sibingelele Deputy Speaker, Mhlonishwa Umthembu, sibingelele kusihlalo wekomiti lakwa Education, Mhlonishwa Usonjic, sibingelele kuzimember ze legislature zonke ezikhona zihola ngo-chair of chairs, umama wabantwana bami. Siyabingelela kakhulu Mhlonishwa. Siyabingelela kwizimember zeparlament elikhulu. Ngimbonile usisi wethu ohloniphekileyo. Siyabingelela sesifikile Mhlonishwa. Siyabingelela kunobhala kaKhongolose unobhala Umtolo ehamba nezimember zonke ze executive kanye nabo bonke nje abahlonishwa bakhona. Sibingelela unobhala uSokhabasi, nobhala omama bethu, leader yethu ye-ANC Women's League. Sibingelele kubantwana basendlunkulu abakhona belidwa ngumntwana uAfrika, umntwana wasenkweni. Sibingelele amakhosi asendlunkulu akhona, inkosi uMchunu, inkosi uChiliza. Siyabingelela kuona wonke amakhosi asendlunkulu akhona nendlunkulu yonke nje yakithi yalapha kwaZulu, uDirector General uDokotela Umkhize kanye nabo bonke abasebenzi bakahulumeni abakhona nama-entities akhona, the heads of departments of government, vice chancellors and rectors, CEOs of institutions and implementing agents. Siyabingelela kubasebenzi, the organized labor, particularly the leadership yonke of the organized labor. Ushilo kelapa umhlonishwa uduma ukuthi siyayazi imsebenzi ye-organized labor, the principals, educators, SGBs, associations, ama-sponsors wethu akhona, and all stakeholders, kodwa ngokukhethekile, the parents and the learners, that we are here because the members of the media, the ladies and gentlemen ezikhona, siyafisa ukubingelela ngemini yanamhlanje ebalulekile. Sanibona sakhona, sanibona endlini. Okay, ngcono manje sakhona. Siyafisa nje ukuthi sizibongele kakhulu ukuthi sibe ingxenye yalomsebenzi obaluleke kangaka nalombuthano obaluleke kangaka. But I am reminded of the poignant words that were said by the civil rights leader and activist Malcolm X many decades ago, who viewed education as a weapon to pave a way to brighter future, and where he said, and I quote, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." And those were the important points that actually talks to what we are about today. And today it is an honor and a privilege to be called a citizen of KwaZulu-Natal. And equally, it is an honor to address you on this special occasion where we celebrate the outstanding achievement of the class of 2023 of KwaZulu-Natal. This class has made us very proud by achieving a remarkable 86.4% matric pass, improving on last year's pass rate by a significant 3.4%, and clinching the second position overall nationally ahead of Gauteng and Western Cape. And I called my colleague and my comrade to Premier Ulesufe, akakangiphenduli namanje. Ngimbuzile ukuthi ubonile yini ukuthi akatweet phela ukuthi KZN njengoba hlala eTwitter akakatweet ngisamlindele. I do want to say that this is really an incredible achievement, and we must also appreciate within the context that out of the 715,000, the 719 candidates that enrolled for the 2023 National Senior Certificate exams in July 2023, the province of KwaZulu-Natal provided the largest number of candidates who sat for the National Senior Certificate, which was 167,000 of the 247,000, and the figure of 136,366 was achieved. And I couldn't be proud, Minister Angie Motshekga, of the work that you have done with your team of MECs, and our province under the steady hand of MEC Mbali Fraser and her management, but also the whole team education of KZN. You've really done a sterling job, and you have made us so proud to be citizens of this province. But in many instances, our kids as well, because as parents, we can only go so far. And it's up to the kids to ensure that they can remain steadfast, but also disciplined in what they are being taught by their parents and by their educators. The fact that every district recorded improvement overall is in the past percentage, and the 4 provincial districts are in the top 10 of the country's district level performance. It really is a tremendous encouragement to all of us. And as we are celebrating here today, I'm glad that we've also noted, Minister Motshekga, that not only you are the long-serving Minister of Education in the country, but you are a long-serving minister internationally and in the globe. And that really is something that we should be proud of as South Africa, because it shows that with that tenacity and with that nurturing and with that stability comes success that we are celebrating here today. Minister, when the then President Thabo Mbeki delivered his business unusual State of the Nation address on the 8th of 2008, he declared education as one of the key apex priorities and directed that poor schools be resourced with monitoring and learning outcomes. And of course, that State of the Nation address was coming from the January 8th statement of the African National Congress, where the African National Congress declared education as the apex priority of our country. It is for this reason that today we announce that the top achiever provincially, Olwethu Kuhle Konke Khumalo from Mandla Mthethwa High School, comes from and Kuhle Konke uqhamuka endaweni yaseMkhanyakude, a far-flung district of our province, and a district which is not only the notch highest achiever status in the province, but came forth with 90% nationally. And Ukuhle Konke comes from a very poor school, where even in this province, it's one of the districts that is still have a lowest number of people with electricity and problem solvers in order to grow, in order to produce jobs, but also in order to be sustainable. And as such, it is pleasing to see the steady improvement of distinction passes in agriculture and mathematics, as the Minister has also indicated. We also congratulate Ilembe District for being the district with the most schools that have achieved 100% pass rate. Siyabonga kwilembe. Siyabonga no MEC unkonyeni uchampion. I'm sure lapha khona uyasho ukuthi district yami le. And siyawubonga umsebenzi owenziwayo. Program Director, I'm not going to remind everybody of the challenges that have already been outlined that this class had to go through, but I'm tempted to think that the late American memorist, poet, and civil rights activist, Dr. Maya Angelou, had this group of learners in her mind when in 1978 she said, "Still I rise," where she said that, "Just like moons and like suns, with certainty of tide, just like hopes springing high, still I rise." And this group has risen through and overcame many obstacles since enrolling for their grade 1 and in grade 12, but most recently when they started their high school in 2019. This group is the cohort that rose from ashes of unfortunate wave of disruptive weeks, of violence, of looting, of everything that you can ever think of. But this group rose through those floods of 2022 because they didn't rise. Dr. Angelou would have asked them, "Did you want to see me broken? Did you want to see me bow head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by soulful cries," as if Dr. Angelou was looking at this group. Minister Motshekga, we are encouraged that the quality assurance body, Umalusi, said categorically that there were no paper leaks during the matric of 2023. To underscore this point, though, they made yourself, Minister, further. You stated as well yesterday that it is worth repeating that the irregularities identified during the writing and the marking of the examination were not systemic and therefore did not compromise the overall credibility and the integrity of the November 2023 National Senior Certificate exams. However, we are disturbed by the headline report that stated that KwaZulu-Natal was leading in the group coping cases. This must be corrected because if we do not correct it, someone might think that the 86.4% that these honest, hard-working learners attained during the 2023 examinations was through cheating. That is not the case. Those learners have worked hard, these educators have worked hard, these parents and the communities have worked hard. We must also correct the narrative that says irregularities is only prevalent in the public schools. And I had to ask my MEC, Fraser, Ogoti, she must show me those schools that are being investigated, by the way. And these schools that are being investigated, they are investigated because of the full proof of our system in marking that has been put in place. And the MEC Fraser spoke about this. And I also visited one of the marking centers, and I saw how the marking is marked by the marker, by another marker, and another marker, and another marker. And it showed how foolproof the system was. But the teachers, as well as the markers, and the system itself of KwaZulu-Natal said, we are going to investigate should we see that there might be other cases of coping. And that was picked up by our system in KwaZulu-Natal. And we must really make that point so that everybody understands that the system itself shows that it is foolproof. So let us, before the end of 2023, Department of Education in the province had already delivered 100% of learner and teacher school support material in schools. And Minister, you and the Director General, Mr. Mweli, came down in this province to work with us when we had a challenge of National School Nutrition Program in last year. And since then, Minister, we have fixed all the systemic challenges that we're facing, and no child went to school hungry. And when the schools open on Wednesday, the 17th of January, the new academic year, no learner went unfed. And those are all the things that people do not talk about, Minister, that the Education Department in KwaZulu-Natal has been able to master. And kubalekile njengoba abafethu kade besho la nama-comrade wami ukuthi makhona into enhle eyenzakalayo by uhulumeni oholwa nguKhongolose, asikubalule lokho, asikubonge futhi ngoba uma ngabe the stewardship of the governing African National Congress, we do so with absolute confidence that we have risen above many challenges that we have faced in the education system. We will enter the next 30 years of freedom assured that the education system that is resilient, that is responsive, and that needs for future generation and the modern day economic architecture. So to my house, Angie, ushilo MEC ukuthi sibuwa sizuthu. Over decades and a half, your hand has been steady, even during the turbulent times. We wish you all the best, and we wish to thank you, really, for ensuring that our country has done well in maintaining a credible public education system for all, rich, poor, black, white, and everybody in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, the matric class of 2023 would not have achieved this remarkable milestone had it not been for unsung heroes and heroines who made sure that this feat was feasible and within reach. The parents, ogogo, omkhulu, o-auntie, omzala, abothisha, abafundisa ngisho kunzima kanjani abantwana begcwele eklasini, abothisha abavukayo ngisho kunetha, ngisho amadeski engekho, ngisho amawindi ephukile, bavuke bahambe bayofundisa. Ukuma kwami la kuyisibonakaliso somsebenzi wenziwa othisha, ngoba ngaba ngimangala nami if it was not for the teachers that worked ukuthi ngibe yilonto engiyona. Siyabonga umsebenzi wothisha, the principals who've had to steer the ship in the diverse schools, lapho imbono ibuye ingahlangani khona, kodwa with teams and leadership, the principals have been able to steer those schools towards the right direction. The district officials, the school governing bodies, the members of the school governing bodies, the teacher unions. Ngiyafisa ukuthi Mhlonishwa Kaluza and other teacher unions, I do want to say a big thank you to all of you. Cela sibashayele ihlomo. Despite all the challenges ababhekane nazo, not once did they say ikola ivalwe kungasafundwa ngenxa yeinkinga besibhekene nazo? Kodwa bakwazile ukuthi siqhubeke nokuxoxa. Kodwa kube kuqhutshekwa futhi nokufundiswa abantwana bethu. The office administrators from ababamba ingcingo eikoleni to ababamba ingcingo kwi department to abashanelayo nabaklinayo ukuthi abasebenzayo bakwazi ukusebenza kwi environment right. Siyababonga bonke labo ngoba it's those building blocks that made us to be where we are today. Your excellent contribution does not go unnoticed. Hence, sing your praises, and on top of your voices, those praises that are echo must echo through the walls of this iconic Inkosi Albert Luthuli International Convention Center and beyond. The top class of Matric 2023, you are the future leaders. This country, and we have high hopes and expectations for you. We had a discussion with the MEC, ukuthi siyafisa ukuthi izikole zethu zibe ne-interest even after you've given those certificates, even after the learners have gone to the higher institutions. I was asking MEC ukuthi I wonder if we do have a record lokuthi abantwana bebephase be top last year baphi njengamanje, abaphased there 2 years ago with top marks, where are they? Do we know whether they are progressing, whether they have challenges? Because it is the improvement, Minister, that we would like to do in KwaZulu-Natal of our system, so that we are able to track those young leaders, so that we are able to nurture this talent yokuthi ngasilahlekeli as they grow towards the world. The future of our democracy is in your hands. The Independent Electoral Commission has declared the 3rd and the 4th of February 2024 as a second and final voter registration weekend ahead of the general election. I also want to say to you that you would have done a best gift for Utata Nelson Mandela and those that have worked tirelessly with this country and to free this country, if you make sure that you also participate in these democratic processes. Just like Abo Mama, Abo Mboxela, Abo Mamudi nabanye. But we want to say, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. And indeed, it is only thing that ever has, and that namhlanje sithi siyabonga kunina nonke njengesifundazwe singubuholi bale province, sizizwa sithobeke kakhulu ukuthi sikwazi ukubambisana nani nonke ekwenzeni umsebenzi wesizwe ngalo hlobo ngalendlela esiyenze ngayo. You are, and I say indeed, you are the best of communities in KwaZulu-Natal, and siyabonga kakhulu kwinhlangano ebusayo uKhongolose ngoba if it was not for the teaching of the African National Congress that teaches us that every day when we wake up, we must think about how do we improve the lives of our citizens in this province, I'm sure we would not have achieved what we have achieved here today. So I do want to emphasize that we need to give credit where credit needs to go. And I want to say to all of you, siyabonga kakhulu, uNkulunkulu anibusise.
A round of applause for the Premier of the province. Siyabonga kakhulu, Honorable Premier, for the keynote address. Singahlala phansi and then welcome on stage Ferrum High School to give us an item. After that item, as they are getting ready, we will move on to the real deal, the recognition of the learners who have made us proud. And that will be done by DG and the DDGs. But before and while they are getting ready, let me acknowledge.
Before. Connie point of before,
Connie point of before?
Yeah, okay. Point of before.
Okay.
MEC Fraser, can you come to the point of before, please? Okay. Miss Pat. Niyambona Miss Pat how. Sifuna ukubonga nje Miss Party.
Thank you very much, Honorable Premier. Before I allow Ferrum High School from Newcastle, Amajuba District to entertain us, let me acknowledge the presence now of Prince Africa, Umntwana Africa, Wasonkweni or Sesjoinile, who is the spokesperson of Isilo Samabandla. Siyathoba kakhulu wena wesilo ukuba ujoine ube nathi. Khona futhi abanye abafike sesiphakathi nohlelo noma sesiyanga sekuphetheni. Among them, the Auditor General is in the house, and Makon Auditor General kufanele ngikusho lokho. Because they are our partners in our journey towards a clean audit. Kungaba njani siphikisane kube njani, but at the end of the day, they are there to ensure that there's clean governance. Ferrum is getting ready. Sesisondele kakhulu manje ekutheni sibiza abantwana okuyibona ba-achievile. Ferrum High School, over to you.
Cerca mea petura, mutus sunt suspiria. Cerca mea petura, muta sunt suspiria. Cerca mea petura, muta sunt suspiria. cerca mea, cerca mea, pectora, muta, suspiria, cerca mea, pectora, muta, suspiria, muta, suspiria, cerca mea, pectora, muta, suspiria, cerca mea, Sicus splendor fulguri, luce dona tenebre, cerca mea, cerca mea, cerca mea, pectora, muta, suspiria, cerca mea, pectora, muta, suspiria, cerca mea, pectora, muta, suspiria, muta, suspiria, cerca mea, pectora, muta, suspiria.
Thank you very much to Ferrum High School. Let's give them a round of applause as they leave. Let's give them a big round of applause as they leave. And at this point, I'm going to call DDG Mazibuko because we are getting to the presentation of awards at this point. And he is going to lead us in this part of the program, the presentation of awards. We are going to recognize now the learners who have made us proud in various categories.
Thank you very much, Program Director, who is the head of department. I wish, Program Director, that we save time by not greeting. Just stand on the protocol as observed by yourself and our principals before. I wish to make this indication that as learners are coming to be recognized, they will come up from that side and they will meet our principals in the form of the MEC here. The MEC, you will invite other dignitaries that you will come up with at the stage to recognize good work done by our learners. We will then allow the learners to leave the stage this side so that we alleviate the congestion as they are coming up here and down this side. MEC, if I may request your guidance. Thank you very much. The honors will be done by the MEC, assisted by the head of department. I want an indication, TA, ready? No, thank you very much. Sorry for the delay, but it was with an intention of making sure that we do this correctly and as quickly as possible. The first category recognized for excellence is in the category of the top one learner from correctional services. The learner is coming from Motshekga district, Stebongolwazi secondary, Makubane Melusi, amen. A big round of applause. Followed by a learner in the category of top learner in mathematical literacy from Pinetown District, Mkawe Secondary School, Nxumalo Lindo. Abayishelanga kahle. Abayishelanga kahle. TA. Ageko? Okay. Followed by, oh, okay. Oh, nangu Lindo. Mshayeleni izandla uLindo. Followed by a learner in the category of the top learner in history against adversity from King Cetshwayo District, Itala High School, Sangweni Aleta Nondumiso. Nimshayeli izandla uNondumiso. Top learner in technical mathematics against adversity from Umlazi District, Makhumbuza High School, Mathe Sibonga konke. Utukushesha ndodana. Top learner in technical sciences against adversity, Umlazi District, Siyabonga Secondary School, Mayeza Mrena Samgelo. In mathematics, we have got a tie in the top learners in mathematics. One is coming from Zululand District, Mlomoga Zulu Junior Secondary, Masuku Tabiso. The second one is coming from Pinetown District, Westville Boys High School, Dent James Michael. Top learner in mathematics against adversity is from Umkhanyakude district, from Intulabakayise Secondary School, Mthembu Nomfundo Neliswa. Top learner in physical sciences is from Umlazi district, Sidelile High School, Shange Upile. Top learner in life sciences is from Umkhanyakude district, Ntulabakayise Senior Secondary School, Mthembu Nomfundo Neliswa. Okay. HOD, kushuta ke yakho siyibeke nje eceleni. Oh, no. Am I too fast for you? Okay. Top learner in physical sciences against adversity from Umkhanyakude district, Mandla Mthetho School of Excellence, Khumalo Olwethu kuhle konke. Yes, yes. Top learner in technical mathematics, again from Umkhanyakude district, Nomatia High School, Mthethwa Ntokozo Masimbonge. The last one from me is top learner in technical sciences from Amajuba district, Indonza High School, Mpele Zethembe Lihle. DDG Hadebe, if you can come and assist.
Top 3 learners per district. I will start with Amajuba district. Nzima, ni ready? In third position, we have Mbata Celokuhle Njabulo from Beta Moya High School. Sabonga Mbata. In second position, we have Dladla Sibusiso Mangaba from Isikhalisizwe High School. Sabonga. Our top learner from Amajuba is Mchali Bonokwenza Tandolwetu from Kwada Secondary School. Sishayil Sombo Majuba. Moving on to the next district, Herikwala district. In the third position, we have Mqadi Sitembiso from DRC Senior Secondary School. Thank you. Second position, we have Mkhize Sikelela Zintle from DRC Secondary School. Ayasebenzi DRC. Thank you. Thanks. First position from Herikwala is Mnguni Nonjabulo from Impi Yamandla Junior Secondary School. Thank you so much, Herikwala. Moving on to Ilembe district. Third position, we have Ram Anya from Stengamena Secondary School. Thank you. Second position, we have Naikate from Stengamena Secondary School. Thank you. Our first position from Ilembe is Mtembu Sfundo from Groundville High School. Thank you, King Kejwayo district. Our third position from Pangeni High School, we have Kwala Nondumiso Nokubonga. Zamangete. Second position, King Ejwayo from Tuluguhle Secondary School. We have Ndabandaba Lulama Armstrong. First position under King Ejwayo, we have Mtambo Zipho Zenkosi Sibonga Gonke from Kombindlela High School. Thank you, King Ejwayo. Moving on to Pinetown District. Third position, Twala Zonke Hope from Sipesihle Secondary School. Thank you. Second position from Westville Boys High School, we have Brand Sean Michael. Thank you. And the first position is taken by Raj from Westville Boys High School. Thank you. Moving on to Uku District. In third position, we have Mugli Valeska from Umzinto Secondary School. Thanks. In second position, from Potchefstroom High School, we have Ndlovu Zipezintle. Our top learner from Uku District is from Potchefstroom High School, that is Maharaj Mishika. Thank you, Uku District. Moving on to Umgungundlovu District, in third position, we have Pillay Declan from Pietermaritzburg Boys High School, Pietermaritzburg College. In second position, we have Dlamini Kanyiso Fanele from Motshekga High School, Motshekga High School. Thanks. Top learner under Umgungundlovu District is from Raystop Secondary, and that is Payat Mohammed. Thank you. Moving on to our number one district, Umkhanyakude. In third position, we have Nyawo Bonginkosi Sindiswa from Sinethezekile Combined School. Thanks. In second position, from Tulokabayise Secondary School, we have Mthembu Nomfundo Neliswa. Thank you. Top learner from Umkhanyakude is from Mandla Mthethwa Endumo. That is Khumalo Olwethu Kuhlokonke. Sabonga Mtung. Moving on to Umlazi district. From Comtech in third position, we have Mkhize Thandokuhle. Thank you. From Comtech again in second position, we have Mchali Awanda Simbonge. Thanks. Our top learner from Umlazi is from Sidelile High School, and that is Shange Upile. Thanks. Moving on to Umzinyati, our most improved district. In third position, we have from Mabaso Secondary, we have Dlamini Luyanda Sikhulile. Thank you. Second position from Motshekga Secondary School, we have Mdladla Uyanda Portia. Thank you. And the top learner from Umzinyati is coming from Mabaso Secondary School, and that is Zondo Singatiwe. Thank you so much, Umzinyati. Moving on to Uthukela district. In third position from Amangwe High School, we have Khumalo Sibongakonke Alwande. Thank you. Second position under Uthukela from Amapisi High School, and that is Aba Begi Tembas Tembiso. Thank you. First learner in Uthukela from Lady Smith High School, and that is Hussein Khan, my dear. Thank you so much, Uthukela. Moving on to our last district, that is Zululand district. In third position from King Peguzulu High School, we have Zulu Tembelihle Dokas. Ezakatsheni. Thank you. In second position, we have Madela Pua Inkosi Bandile from Senzangakhona Secondary School. Thank you, Madela. Top learner from Zululand district is coming from Masibumbane High School, and that is Khumalo Simlindele Thando Lwethu. Thank you so much. Over to you, Program Director.
Thank you. It is now my honor to request the DG of the province to come on stage, because we're now recognizing first learners who represented us last night in Pretoria, because they received national honors, really. After that, we are going to move on to the top 10 of the province. And the Honorable Premier, our MEC, as well as the Minister of Basic Education are going to be congratulating the learners.
Thank you very much, Program Director. We are standing on all the protocols that have been observed here. We are recognizing the 11 learners who represented our province nationally. We are starting with quintile 1 from Umkhanyakude district. Ntula Bagayise secondary. And the name is Nomfundo Nelly Swamthembu. Sesomqashela itrailer ukuze afake phakathi konke. Quintile 1 again Umkhanyakude from Mandla Mthethwa. Olwethu kuhle konke Khumalo. From Amajuba, Kadwa secondary, Bonukwenza Thando Lwethu Mtshali. From Pinetown, Sipesihle Secondary, Zonke Hope Twala. From Zululand, Emma Sibumbane, Simlindele Thando Lwethu Khumalo. they are also getting a 10,000 rands check. From Umlazi, Sidelile, hi, Upile Shange. From Kintetshwayo Kombindlela,